I can picture what you're thinking of. My imagination's not enough. Oh, no, it's not safe to say what you're always looking for. Hey, someone to make you feel like. Don't wanna think of all the who's that you can pick and choose for. I wanna make you feel like.
Hello and welcome. Welcome back 2022, the ADAC SimRacing Expo, the first stream of this year, and we are kicking off the things with the Community Trophy. And I think we have a great combination of track and racing cars. We have the Brands Hatch Grand Prix Classic Track in UK and the DTM'92 cars. So basically the best era of DTM. And I'm not alone today. My name's Danny Juicer. I have also brought my colleague in here, Vincent Gottwald. Vincent, come on, tell me something about you.
First of all, good evening all together. I'm really happy to be here today. The Community Trophy today, the first kickoff of the year, according to the thing. We have a lot of drivers, countries of the world. We have a very interesting combination of track and cars, and it's interesting today. I'm really looking forward for the qualifying and the racing.
Yeah, we have still 3 minutes to go, so you need to check out with our faces, but don't be disgusted by that. We'll change soon over to the racing and to qualifying, which is about to start right now. But first of all, the ADAC SimRacing Expo 2022 means a lot of change to many people. Yes, I know we are not anymore at the Nürburgring, but I can tell you for sure, I checked out the exhibition fair 2 weeks ago, and we have two big halls for sim racing. One hall only for exhibitors. And take a seat, please. Take a seat, grab your chair, sit tight. The hall for the exhibitors is 10,000 square meters. 10,000 square meters alone for your best brands, for the best brands out there in sim racing. Fanatec, ADAC, Huizenwald. I can't tell too much because some people don't want to be mentioned. Maybe some people show new products there. And second of all, I think sim racing needed that and esports needed that. We have a big hall only for esport and sim racing. We are about to introduce a big paddock for the sim racing teams, much bigger than last year, and have an awesome stage, which I think shows the sim racing world how a stage needs to look like. And I'm really proud that I already saw these 3D renderings. But coming back to this evening, the Community Trophy, we have invited 32 drivers. Sadly, only 27 made it because of timing issues and other people that didn't answer to our emails. Maybe we can see that in the next round, full stack grid. But we also invited two people of the virtualracing.org community from Germany. And they're also on the grid. It's Martin Petermann and I lost the other name, but I will deliver it back to you guys. And Vincent, I'm talking too much. You need to take over right now. Tell me what you think about this evening.
Yeah, this evening is really promising. Brands Hatch, everybody, I guess I have not to mention it. Brands Hatch is a really interesting track. It's a really cornering, not many possibilities to overtake. It was interesting, and yeah, as you can see already, if you had a short visit on the leaderboard for RaceRoom, a lot of interesting competitors today with us, a lot of interesting car choices as well. And yeah, if we have a look at the track itself, in a few years, this track is getting 100 years old by many different cars from Formula 1 till DTM touring cars, and now interesting. And I would say not many time left till we hop in the qualifying, Danny.
Yeah, only 12 seconds left, 10. And then we're going to change the session from practice to qualifying. So the first time, the benchmark, who is the best of the best, and bench bunky, Alessandro Ottaviani, I think they're something like brothers. They only had 1,000 distance between the difference. That's going to be fun to see what's turning out in the qualifying. The qualifying for you guys, only 10 minutes. They need to nail down the laps. Brands Hatch is quite short track, so you can make more laps in compared to Silverstone or something bigger like that. But they're heading out And let's change the camera and let's see what the cars are doing. They're heading out like bees out of the stock and going onto the track. Bench Bunky is the first one on the track, and I will talk to our technicians because Vincent has some dropouts on his bike.
Yes, so as you may can see on the first cars we are right now seeing, there are a lot of BMWs. It seems to be edge of the limit in this combination, but I'm happy to see at least one around and Mustang as well. Really promising combination of cars. And yes, so now it's fixed.
Yeah, and he's now fixing his microphone, so you can have the pleasure to hear him loud and clear, but that's always the thing happening when we're going live. In the testing, everything is fine. And yeah, the guys are still on the outlap, so we need to wait a bit for the first time lapse, but I can tell you in the leaderboard it was amazing to see. We had like really stacked from the top 8 to top 25. I think it was only 5 tenths, and the best 32 were in 1 second. And I mean, come on, it's a community trophy and the people should have fun, but they pressured, they sweated into this competition and tried to make the best laps possible, and I hope we'll see that right now. So the guys are now on the first lap, and we will see. Bench Bunky is the guy to beat, I think, and we'll get the first sector time right now when he's going to the... There's one Opel on the grid for the questions in the chat. And Bench Bunky is going to the first sector with a 29.126. Let's see how it's going. And Leonard Carton drove the first purple sector with his Mercedes AMG. Lovely car. And guys, I want to see which car is your favorite one in the chat. I see many BMWs, but who's the community favorite? What kind of car? Please tell me. I see one guy on the grid with a car which is so amazing because it sparks only all the time over every corner, but you find out soon enough which car it will be. So, Leon Carton makes a good impression, goes quite wide on the curb, but still purple in every sector. So let's see, maybe we have underdog here, but let's see, be honest. The driver from T3 Motorsports isn't an underdog, to be honest. I'm cutting a bit short here, so let's see. So the first time is set was 1:31.132, but I think we had in the practice session already laps down to the 1:30s, and here Marco Ricci with 1:39.5. That's really good. On the next one, Antonov 37.69. I think the guys going to get warm. Let's see.
I guess Kirill Antonov, maybe some people know him from the other competition, like the ADAC GT Masters competition. And he was already competing on last year in Cupra, so he knows how to do qualifying laps, knows what he has to do. And yeah, I guess we saw the leaderboard, we saw it on the practice session. It will be close in the qualifying. A lot of people edged all out of their cars, driving on the limit. We had fixed setups, so I have to deal with that. And yeah, Brands Hatch is a really interesting track, as you can see, running down now right into Prix, next cornering the west end, coming up the Dingle Dell. So there's an interesting combination, a lot of pressure on the tires, maybe with a light sliding exit throughout the corner.
Yes, of course,
interesting combination.
With these cars, no ABS, no traction control, only pure skill. We see a lot of sliding, and I hope we see that in the race, and especially when the cars losing tire wear, not losing the tires hopefully, but losing tire wear. And somebody asked in the chat, how the people qualified for this challenge? Guys, follow us on our social media channels. We put up always the leaderboards, and the leaderboards are up for 1 week, and you can qualify for these races. We have 6 races, I think, Vincent, coming up. And the last one is on the ADAC SimRacing Expo, and we have 12 rigs. RaceRoom powered us with 12 rigs on the ADAC SimRacing Expo, so the guys on the top 12 can directly drive from the exhibition. I think that's really awesome, and really a big shout out to our partners RaceRoom for that, and also giving the stage, the platform for this community trophy. And we heard you guys last year. We put the community trophy in Assetto Corsa Competizione and had the professional trophy also there. So we opened it up for more people to access the competitions for the ADAC SimRacing Expo 2022. And in the near future, I think at the 15th of June, you will also hear about the professional trophy, what we have up our sleeves this year. But for now, we're going back to the leaderboard, and let's see who's still running. And we will only have 4 minutes to go. So, still in first place, Antonov. Second,
second.
Yeah. Second is Ottaviani, the Italian. Markovic. Third, Kunze. Fourth, and Rosevkov. It's quite an unusual name for a Swiss guy. In fifth. Sixth, Bench Buggy, Carton, and 7, Santa Giuda. Sounds nearly like my name at the end. On 8th, and wow, that name is really long. Nikolala Tavskovsky on 9th, and Yannick Mont on 10th. So, yes.
But it's really interesting. We're going now 3 minutes into the last laps, and I have to say, it's really interesting to see. I mean, we have the top 10, half a second, and the top 20 within 1 second. That's a really promising pace here to see on the qualifying. I'm really happy to see that they're all stick together, and it's a kind of pace it makes, and really promising look for the upcoming race, to be honest.
Yes, that's really promising, and I think that shows how much effort the people put into the leaderboard to really transform their efforts from the leaderboard, which is actually just hot lapping, to the actual qualifying. And yeah, Vincent, we kept to remind them in the briefing that community trophy also means that everybody leaves the first corner and the first lap unharmed, with 4 wheels on the car. And now we have Martin Petermann from the Virtual Racing Org in the stream, and that's the car I promised you. That's a sparking car, and I don't know which race engineer made this suspension setup, but this one is not the best probably for race performance, but for the show, it's a cracker.
Yeah, it's a firework Mustang, I suggest.
Yes.
Yes, maximal performance. Don't fly out of the corner. That's great, but that's one other point which I really love to see. There are people not really sticking into the meta with the BMW. They're trying to compete with their own cars that they like, and he's doing well. Place 18, 8/10 off. It's really okay, and that's nothing bad. It's amazing to see that. And as you can see, that's also, in my opinion, a really positive spot to see. We have a lot of different guys from Germany to Sweden to Macedonian. It's a really big and wide community that we have here racing today. So it's really great to see that over here today.
Yes, of course. And that's the thing which we wanted to promote, that sim racing is not only stuff for the 1% of the professional drivers. No, we want to have the guys which coming from home, going up to the evening and think, yeah, maybe I give RaceRoom a shot, going to drive a bit. Oh, there's the leaderboard with DTM'92 cars. Man, come on, let's drive this. And now they're racing right here. Of course, we have the familiar names because some guys are maining RaceRoom and are always in every competition right at the top. But that's also great to have casual drivers here competing with the best ones out there. And the qualifying is over, and nothing changed actually in the better part of the top 3. So Kirill Antonov on first place, Alessandro Ottaviani second, Maciej Makrovic third, Francesco Santaguida on fourth, great name, P5 Jürgen Kunze, P6 Benchebaki, 7 Ilya Drobozeskov. Please, guys, if I pronounce them wrong, please tell me after the race. I will keep my best to do that, right? And then Nico Söhnle, P8, Cody Nikola Latkowski, P9, and Leonard Carton on P10. The other ones, we skip it for now. Latkowski, thank you guys. And now we have 1 minute for pre-race preparation. You see the temperature's 29 degrees on the track. That's quite high for UK, right? And yeah, Vincent, who's gonna make it? The best question you ever can answer, right? Before the race, you got only the qualifying, the first race of the season, and I ask you, who's gonna make it?
It's really interesting combination. I mean, we all know how it runs at Brands Hatch. Honestly, everything can happen in the first couple of laps. To be honest, Antonov's lap times was consistent. Practice as well, and I guess he's a really consistent and good driver. So with the pole position for this race, he has a good opportunity. And yeah, followed by Alessio. I have to say it will be an interesting fight.
The lights are running, and the guys are preparing for a start. Sorry. So, the first red light, and it's green, mate. Come on.
Let's go.
Oh, slow start, I think, from the second one.
Yes.
Ottaviani needs to struggle for the second place, but Antonov just made it clear to the first corner, Lewis Hamilton style.
Yes.
But we have some kind of bump and runs, but nothing heavy. Really great. So everybody made it from the first corner. Yes.
Lead start,
Thumbs
to be
up.
honest. Great. It's awesome. Let's see how the people are getting into the right around the first sector, but it seems all good. They're having all a good start. It's all.
Look at this start.
awesome.
Everybody made it.
Yes.
So first thing in the year, everybody made the first corners. That's really great. We don't have any. We didn't lost anyone. Okay. The only thing is that we have some kind of BMW Cup in the front, but that's okay. And here's the Mercedes AMG for Leonard Carton, really back to the bumper of Söhnle, but no chance to overtake here because of the fast right-handers. That's downforce corners, but what is downforce to these cars? Nothing, because these cars are driven by balls and not by downforce.
Yeah, that's good. That's right said, Danny. And yeah, as we can see, Alessandro got back into the rhythm, right on the tail of Antonov, chasing him down right in the last straight onto the rear ways and the Clark curve into the start-finish line. And yeah, as we can see, the top 10 sticks together. There's not right now building up a huge gap behind them, so it could be staying interesting. And as we can see, yeah, Ottaviani, sticking, waiting for the better opportunity. A lot of overspeed to overtake there. But let's see, turn 2, he's showing himself. Alright, is he trying outside?
Oh,
close. Yeah, good try, but the oversteer said, no, that's not possible. But it was a good opportunity. And he, as we can see, he is putting pressure on Antonov, but to be honest, Daddy, I don't know what you think, but it seems that Antonov is like, do what you want, but I'm driving my line and keeping it clean.
You know, I know a trick, you know, you need to unmount your rear mirror, and then you're also faster because the car is lighter, and you don't care about anything behind you happening. But maybe we can jump back to the middle field. I think there's some kind of group forming in the front, running people, like 7 people. And yeah, that the temperatures are nice. People already said that's too warm for England, for UK. And yes, let's jump to P15 or 16. I think there's Martin Petermann with the sparking car. So let's
Yes, it's sparking still.
Yeah, but I'm really questioning myself whether the car is going to last in the race when it's sparking so much. Maybe we're gonna lose some weight. But yeah, heavy sparking and drifting, and a lot of cars. I love the liveries of these kind of cars because they're so classic. This Kraftwalzen livery is, I think, really special in Germany. They had covered Formula 3, DTM, Formula 2, back then it was Formula 3000 and so on. So they were a really big promoter from racing, and also Jägermeister, like the same brand.
Yes.
And yeah, you see it's really close. The interval between the people is not going up over 1 second, so that's also a good sign. And I don't want to imagine how it is for Yannick Mund right behind Petermann to drive in all these kind of spots.
Yeah, I hope at least you can see something on the tires. I mean, it's a good point that the spark's not killing his tires. That's a really good point. But I'm wondering, I don't know exactly where Petermann started on the starting grid, but I guess he gained some positions, and I would say it's a possibility that his Mustang could gain some places also. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, now I think the issue is with these kind of cars, you don't want to look up probably, and when you overshoot the corner, you try to get early back on throttle, but that's probably get your rear stepping out. What we love to see, like here from Yannick right now.
Perfect, yes.
But it's not fast, you know.
Oh,
there's a car out of the gravel. Oh, that's not.
That's the car?
Yeah, that's car.
Oh, okay. I guess.
Unfortunate. Hopefully he comes back out, but I think no. He needs to take this time to recover mentally. Maybe opening up a pack of cigarettes right now in the car, because back then in these times the DTM drivers used to smoke quite a lot. And yeah, we're jumping back to the front.
It seems Antonov pulling up a bit of gap to Ottaviani, who still sticks half a second behind him. And there we have, like, after P3, a bit of a BMW train. I would suggest have it till sooner. And yeah, they're all sticking behind. They're still trying to stay on the persons in front of them, and yeah, waiting for the chance of the mistakes. I mean, I guess, Danny, maybe you can give me some insights. Brands Hatch is a track where the consistency over the couple of laps is really important, because every little mistake can ruin you the race or the positioning, right?
Yeah, actually, Brands Hatch is really hard to drive, to be honest, because the first corner is like, you don't see actually an apex. You're just going in, and then you hope, okay, I set the car perfectly, and then get on the throttle.
Yes.
To see whether it's going or not. And then the whole part around, just give me a second. The whole part about Westfield Bend and Dingle Dell Corner and T5, which is Hathum Bend, is really hard to get in these cars, which are not actually downforce orientated. So basically, you need to throw them in and just rattle the car around the corner. But that's actually the special thing of these cars, because downforce cars is like, yeah, okay, I made the entry speed, and then I going back on the throttle, and the car will actually turn magically with the help of air. But these cars, you need to wrestle. You need to steer against the car and hope that the car's not going out of the rhythm and going over the curbs too hard and so on. That's really the magnificence of these kind of cars. And Leonard Carton gave us an update on the Twitch chat. Sadly, his game crashed. Tough luck, mate. I hope you can join the second race. And the second race is reverse grid for top 12. So,
what a move. I wish it would have. Oh, that's good. That's what we want to see, right? Awesome racing. That's nice.
Yeah, and it's nice to see that the people start to make their moves, because I think there was, like, to be honest, Vincent, I think they really listened in their driver's briefing. They really listened that they shouldn't kill each other. I also wrote that in the email that we want to hope that the people drive at least one lap. And I think they listen. So maybe this is a new kind of species of racing drivers.
There's coming up something there.
Yeah.
If we look at other competitions, we know it could end otherwise. And to be honest, it's really clean, to be honest. I mean, all DTM cars, as you said it, early throttle, a bit of sliding, a bit of bump draft maybe. That's all racing, that's all clean. But here you see the people trying to overtake. Here, as you can see on the back, they're going side by side out of the second corner. Really amazing racing there. And as we can see, Mr. Petermann with his Mustang is still fighting for the positions. So it's really awesome that every one of their own cars can compete. And yeah, that's an awesome point here.
Yeah, totally. I'm totally on your side. And some people asked in the chat how they can drive these kind of races, which are not a pro level, in this kind of stream. I can tell you. Look out for RaceRoom and the ADAC SimRacing Expo on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook even though. We will have the next race coming up, I think in 4 weeks when I'm not totally wrong. And 1 week ahead we announce a leaderboard where you can join. And you find it on competitions.raceroom.com, I think, when I'm not totally wrong. And then you can find it, you can join and simply take part. So easy it is.
Really easy. And during your talk, we could saw that Peterman is a bit under pressure here. Sokoviev is right on his tail, and to be honest, I think with the special suspension of the car and making the fireworks on the tires, I guess he has an issue with the cornering speed.
Yeah, that's probably really happening. But
Yeah.
this group here really stacks up right now. So because Marty Peterman is slowing down and down, yes, first driver flashing the light, man, they're in. They're stoked. They want to have place. That's the spark
sign.
plug.
Yes. That's the sign. Excuse me, officer. I want to overtake you. Could you please serve a sign? But Peterman says, nope. I'm driving a big American muscle car, so there's no way that you're getting gonna pass me. And I have to say, to be honest, they are fast on the corners, but I think Peterman has the overhand here with the straight line speed of it.
Yes,
It's a bit of comic, to be
I
honest.
really think that's going to frustrate the BMWs a bit. While Yannick Mund and Oliver Hecke from RS Gaming are really bumped rafting to the toughest sections of the racing track just to get past this Ford. Please let them pass.
Yeah, and yes, it's really interesting to see, and I mean that's also a strategic part, to be honest. I mean, there are people thinking, okay, cornering speed is more important, straightening speed is more important. As we can see here, straight line speed is a good opportunity because the people stack up right behind of you in the cornering, and if other people behind the competitor behind you catching up, they fight against each other, so you could be safe. So it's a really interesting combination. But I to be honest, I only see the overtake here on turn 2. Meanwhile, with a dive pop maybe, but otherwise it should be difficult for the people to overtake Peterman here.
Yeah, probably. Maybe they need to relax a bit and wait for the tire wear coming down. But how do you want to relax with 8 minutes left? And there's the overtake. We said it.
Yes,
Right, and Yannick Mund is not waiting because he's smelling like the pass here. And yeah, the sparks are flying again. I love
he's
the
smelling
sparks.
the sparks.
Oh, Kirill needs to make really... Yeah, closing the entry. Marty Peterman tries on the outside, but I don't think he will have a chance here on the outside with some cars. And yeah, going wide here. So best DTM racing. I think the guys could directly head from the sim back to 1992 and drive the DTM cars straight away. That's awesome racing.
Yes, I mean, we had last year the intention to drive the DTM cars ourselves, and I have to say they're not completely easy to drive. So that's really strong performance here for the people, to be honest, to drive on this level and to drive clean, to be honest. They are clean. That's such a clean racing with this kind of difficult cars in a way. That's really great. And as we can see in the Peterman, there's right racing up ahead with 5 people are sticking into their rears and waiting for the opportunity to overtake with the turns. That's amazing.
Yeah, you're totally right. I mean, when we look at the leader at the tower, we have lost only one driver because of a game crash, and I think that's kind of cool, to be honest. Oh no!
Oh, no.
I jinxed it!
You
Oh,
jinxed
my
it, Jenny!
God. I jinxed it! The second time!
But to be honest, but I don't know who it was. We have to check it maybe. But that was typical turn 2, guys. Typical turn 2 on the exit. That's really, you have to be careful on the throttle. If you put too much throttle on it, the car oversteers and you get yourself turn around. And
Don't you think somebody helped him to turn the car?
not the second guy, the first one, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the second guy had a little, but maybe we have to see it later. But yeah, that's sad can happen, but at least we have good statistics. We don't jinx it again, so we don't talk
I'm
about
not talking anymore about that. I'm so sorry to those guys.
So-
And greetings out to the people from Denmark and this beautiful country with the beautiful people. Because they're chatting about Denmark, and Denmark is a really beautiful place. Does that Denmark a Formula 1 circuit at any time? That's a question, right?
That's a... I'm not prepared for that, to be honest.
So sorry, Sebastian Ray, for jinxing it from T3 Motorsports. I'm really sorry. I owe you here when we're at the SimRacing Expo, Nate. You know how I'm looking now, so hit me up for a beer then.
Yeah. Yeah, but so 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes to go soon. We have Kirill Antonov in the first position, built up a 2 seconds gap, really strong performance behind to Alessandro Ottaviani in second place, followed by Markov on the third place. And then we have, right behind him on P4, Santa Guerra with 3 tenths up, so it could be still interesting to the last 5 minutes. And also I would say Bunky and Sönel still on the fight as well. It could stay interesting for some places here until the last 5 minutes of the race.
Yeah, that's totally cool that we have some kind of more groups packing up and delivering racing all over the grid. So basically, I'm really sorry for you guys that we can't show everything because everywhere there are fights and we need to select something. So yeah.
One thing at a time. I mean, at least they are racing so clean, so there's nothing hesitated moves. So it's really nice to see. But I mean, okay, yeah, it's a bit mixed up. You can see there are some drivers picking up pace, but it's really amazing that we have on the midfield and on the backside of the field as well. They are racing into turn 2 by side by side. Lifting on the outside, trying for the switchback. Oh. Going into turn 3, so yeah, that's nice racing to see, trying the moves around, and if it not works, working with the switchback. That's really great racing. Thanks guys for that. That's awesome. Yeah, Benebunky and Pietro Seskov fighting against each other on a high level. Really good racing, guys. Thanks for that.
Yeah, that's so cool to see. And yeah, so the last 3 laps are going to be very tough, I think, because the cars are really close, and then they have a short break. Yeah, you know, the green is just green tarmac, you know, grass. Especially in these kind of cars, you extend the corner, and I think we have a spin here. There was a spinner, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, there the car. Was it Zöhnle? I think it's Zöhnle, yes.
Yeah, it was Sönle, okay. Maybe there was contact with Bucky. Yeah. But we saw it. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Sönle is... Oh,
whoa!
Okay.
But he connected somebody, but no. And is it happening? Martin Petermann with a force, maybe lurking into the top 10? We don't know, but it seems it could be possible.
I mean, hey, that's awesome. 3 minutes to go, still something is happening. And yeah, as I said before, it's really with the throttle and the exits, it's difficult sometimes. You have to be careful. And yeah, DTM cars, I mean, to be honest, in the background, there's a spin again.
Oh, no, that's spins. I think it's Zöhnle again. Tobias Naumann. But he was able to promote.
It's Sönle.
Yeah. The beautiful BMW. What he's doing, doesn't know how much it costs to repair these kind of cars today.
So much happening just for them. What's happening? They just waited till the race. Okay, let's do all the stuff which happens normally on the start. Let's do it in the end. Okay.
Yes.
Why not?
I think next time we're going to ask after the race what's happening.
Yes. I mean, I don't know exactly, but I mean, it could be a point of the tire wear maybe. I mean, with the slide you talked about.
Good point, yeah.
That the tires are getting really used on the last couple of laps.
Yeah, but Tobias Naumann is really a true entrepreneur because, you know, he spins in the background and now he gets streaming time and can promote his Twitch channel. That's 200 IQ, mate. So, I think we have only 2 laps to go. I think we can go back to the top 5 And let's see about Kirill Antonov, I think, checked out. The rear view mirror is actually not needed anymore.
You threw it away, you already said, and I guess you didn't need it anyway, so...
Yeah,
Good
because
point.
he knew already, yeah. I'm going to check out, see you guys. That's a good one. When you're early first and early in the box again, you have more spare time to wait. So, yeah, but here, so podium is still under fighting, under
Yes.
really much pressure, only 5/10 between those guys, and I think nothing between the last lap times, which is really, really great to see that they have such a close fight still in the end of the race. And we have only 40 seconds on the clock. Antonov going into the finish.
Yeah. Him now? I guess he is at 30 seconds. Oh, it could be one more lap, maybe.
Yeah, we will see that. I think it will be one more lap. And the whole team around Clemens, no, Oliver Hecke, I'm sorry, is informing us that he has some damage. No, it's not Oliver, it's Clemens.
It's still clear.
Yeah, it's still Clemens, but
Clemens
the
for
guys
sure,
are
yeah.
from the same team, I think. And Clemens has some damage and he needs to steer 20 degrees to the left to go right. That's interesting.
Sounds fun for the third sector, to be honest, because I
Yeah.
don't want that to have that. That's, yeah, steering in another level then. He said, well, normal steering is too easy, let's do it with 20 degrees handicap, so let's go. Why not?
Yeah, but yeah, that's cool, you know? It's like a NASCAR, but only right-hand side. You know,
Yes.
counterclockwise. Or
Yes,
clockwise.
definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
And there we are still fighting on the last lap. How
Yeah, and the
is
team
that?
just said it exactly. Top 20 is still amazing. It's still amazing effort because he's top 20 from 749 people. So that's an achievement. And Marty Petermann maybe didn't make it to the top 10 with his Ford, but we will see. The Audi is not banned from this race, but actually nobody tried to take it, which is still for me a bit baffling because I thought the Audi is really a knocker on the straights.
It was a good car balanced
Yeah.
on the DTM.
And the Audi here, I think, is four-wheel drive. So
Yes, it is. It has, as you said, a good of speed, but the cornering is really important on brands.
So
Maybe
can we
could
go
be
back
must-
to Kirill, to Antonov? I think he's going over the line right now. And here's
Here we
our
go.
winner for the first race of the ADAC SimRacing Expo Community Trophy in 2022, Kirill Antonov. I think nobody has any doubt that he was the man to beat. I think he has over 3 seconds now into the finish. That's a stellar performance. I mean, in front of Alessandro Ottaviani, that is amazing. Congrats to him. Also, congrats to Ottaviani coming home in second and Markovic on the third. And yeah, do you want to continue? Because I'm so bad at reading out names. I think, Vincent, you're doing a bit better than me. So the order's up to you.
I try my best to do that. So before Francesco Santagura with the BMW Vittel drivers by TX3 and team which is also competing in other races, so there's still a good result and we have reverse grid, so it stays interesting. Followed by that we have Mr. Kunze, the first German driver there in the top 5, awesome result, and also Dreskov from Ballas Esports on P6, 7, Benebanki from Dur Esports. Then we have P8, Viotev from Ballas Esports as well, his Drochesco's teammate. Then we have P9, Nikolai Latowski from the Masuki Racing International team. And closing the top 10, Mr. Hecke from RS Racing, followed by Yannick Mund. Then we have on P12 from Totline Racing. Then we have then Mr. Petermann on P13.
And the server disconnected, and we are back to the lobby, and need to wait until the server restarts. And yeah, so guys, don't go anywhere. Maybe to your refrigerator to get a new drink, but don't go anywhere. Come back as soon as possible. I think I give you 3 minutes, and then you can come back because we are going to have the second race right now, the second race of 20 minutes with top 12 reversed grid.
This will be really interesting now.
What do you think? Do you think now they thought, okay, we made it, we accomplished one good start, and now let's start the mayhem, or what is going to happen?
Well, my experience with reverse grid is everything can happen again. And it's all mixed now. We have the persons picking from P12 to P1, and it also is a thing that maybe the people starting on the top 3 now having a lack of pace a bit. So it could stack up, it could open more opportunities for people to take. But now let's hop into the start and let's see what's happening. We have now a second start of the Community Trophy today. Let's see what is happening on the start of the reverse grid. And there we have them starting right off the head.
One really bad start in the back. I
Yeah.
think he wanted to drive reverse and in front, but that's kind of things happening. And yeah, directly trying to overtake on the outside. Oh my god, come on, make it on the outside. No, he's not make it stick, but I think he can still make it to the second
Right.
one. And yeah, come on. Oh, late on the brakes, overshooting, and then coming back in the V shape to the corner. And I think some guys made it stick outside, and we are still have everybody racing. And even people loving the tarmac and the AstroTurf outside, but they're still on the track, and it's really, really tight coming into the third corner of the track. And I didn't expect it that it's going to be so fast, man.
Yeah, to be honest, we had to turn to the overtake on the outside with the AMG against the BMW. To be honest, great move, right opportunity. He took it. He used the stack up from the people in front of him. That's a really nice opportunity he took there. And as we can see, there people stacked up. We see the sparking Mustang right on the back there. So all stick together. It's really, really hard racing right now. And I suggest what we can see now. Did something happen already? Yeah, Antonov, he gained the 2 places on the first couple of laps, to be honest. He's right back onto the top 10, so this could be interesting, guys.
Yeah, that's, you know, that's the kind of guys with a killer instinct. He won the race with 4 seconds nearly, or 3.5, and now, like, he can chill. He can relax. He looks like, okay, what the guys are doing. No, he's like, let's overtake everybody in the first lap so I can go drive again, because I have no rear mirror, guys. You remember?
Yes. Yes, and yes, I think.
Oh, that was really. Oh,
yes.
That was a contact, but everybody stays on track. And sorry that I interrupt your word, but that
fine.
is a spotlight you need to take for RaceRoom. I think RaceRoom had one of the best collision models because the car's not braking in an instant, and you can really lean into the other car and still survive the corner. And that's what racing is about, especially this kind of era. That was, I think, the best era for racing in the DTM era.
Yeah, especially for horrible turn 1 and Brands Hatch you can have with contact. It wouldn't be able that clean with another simulation. So yes, that's awesome. RaceRoom awesome allows us to test a couple of awesome racing here, trying to overtaking on good spots, racing on edge of a limit with these cars, which is not easy, to be honest. And it's, as we can see, Yannick Muth here driving, sliding out of the corner. It's really another level if you have racing in and stack. You can't make any mistakes. You have to stick up to the people in front of you. Maybe with bump drafting, try to stay ahead. And as we can see, these people are trying to do everything. Here
yes,
Antonov again against Kunze.
Yeah, the selection of lines in the last corner is always so cool on Brands Hatch, because some people really try to stick on the inside to the white line, and some guys going wide early and try to get the most of the speed out of the corner. And yeah, if you need tips how to drive the car, go into the chat. People now explaining you how to. Oh no! Oh, I see the replay on the other one, on the other screen. Sorry, I'm really too stoked. Oh, come on, that's great racing today.
There's so much flashing racing that they can't maybe. Yeah, oh, he's getting attacked by the Mercedes from. Sorry, I can't
I
right
think
now.
Thomas,
that's too long.
Thomas Stemputski spun out again with his great livery. sorry for hearing that and seeing that. Maybe next race we have other cars because should I point it out? No, we don't point it out. I point it out later. We have too much action going on. That's
Yes.
right. So yeah,
We have
coming back to the race, and you run. I see always these purple spots on the windshield of the car, and it reminds me always on ice or like cars or something. And purple sectors. I'm totally in the racing right now, and it's wow. It's really mind-boggling how these guys doing this race and how close it is, and they're still going left and right to defend and try to make moves. It's really, really great.
As you can see there, here Luciano Colette is trying to stick his nose onto P2, but hiding isn't every time gaining, and here we can see that the Mercedes is sticking his nose into the rear. He is saying, "Hello, my friend, I want to take that position from you," and this is, yeah, I would say a thrilling position for Luciano right now, because he wants to get into P2, but right behind him someone is also yelling hello to him. So yeah, that's a lot of pressure to deal with, to be honest. And we can see he's trying side by side. Yeah, not side by side.
No, he was going out of the corner of the overtake, so he can take a bit more speed into the corner, going uphill, especially here, which is really crucial. So basically, the exit is really crucial to have this momentum for the uphill, and then it's going downhill, and that's okay, fine again. But yeah, to this point, you need really the punch out of the corner in the engine, and I think Pekka is found out that you can demount the rear mirror also. That's kind of cool. Maybe let's see how long Antonov will take to move up the ranks, and then going to pursue Pekka.
Yeah, I mean, Hecke is in the position right now, like was Antonov first race. He has nothing really behind him right now. He can try to find his rhythm, stick to it, and get his laps down. And yeah, for P2 and P3, that's something because behind them is so much happening, they can't really find the rhythm right now. And I mean, I would say it's really another point to deal with the slipstream in the cornering. So that's another thing that you have to deal with. And here we can see two sides. Oh, that's heavy.
He's switching back to channel because it's so amazing. And they're going 3-1, what they are doing. That's real racing from DTM'92. We just made a time machine.
It's blessing. Yeah, nothing to say on this.
You're left out of words.
Yes, I'm left out of words. I mean, what else can we say? They're going free wide in the corner. These guys are diving into the corner, staying side by side and saying, "Okay, let's do this together." And they're trying out, and they're keeping it clean. It's so awesome racing.
And not only these four, in the background, the other four guys are really also throwing the cars around it.
Yeah,
going right to get on the grass because the grass is really good for driving.
Yeah, a bit of green is important. No?
Yeah, when you go harder on the grass, you have more time to let the car run and get more acceleration, right?
A bit of gas is a better rotation.
Yes. Oh, that's so good. That's really amazing to see how the guys are really unfolding their talent and showing their best possibilities right here. So Yannick still fighting around the top 10, trying to get his hand on the top 10. Yeah, our spark plug, I will refer from today now only this is a spark plug, the Ford Mustang, has some kind of respect distance, but I think we will get his grabs and coming back at him. So let's see what's happening there. I also think we lost another one. I think it's Fischer. I don't know exactly, but he lost, I think, 3 or 4 positions.
Maybe Fischer was the one in W off track. Or maybe. Yes, maybe. I'm not pretty sure. But yeah, to be honest, have a look at the reverse grids. To be honest, gainer right now is Antonov. He gained 5 places, now back into P7 right now. And to be honest, I don't think it was with P7 in the end. I guess this will change. And Yeah, it's brilliant. Oh yeah, as I said before, Kirill Antonov back to P6.
Yes.
He is really dabbing and saying, hey guys, let's go. And wow, this is an awesome pace for him today, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely, and I think that's also a great show of his talent and also race intelligence that he. I think, come on, they were like 3 wide and 4 wide there, and he just made it stick not to get crashed out. Bench Bunky, also he really hard defending, but he's really a great guy. He showed across many different race room competitions and cars from rear wheel drive to front wheel drive like Cooper Cup, that he's really has the guts to show he can win a race and so on. So yes, and because we have now the time to refer back to them what I wanted to say at the start. King Carrot, yes, it's fresh air, and we don't want to show GT3 races because GT3 races are always present, because RaceRoom had such a great content and such a great variety. I can tell you right now, we have more and more races with awesome combinations of cars. And when you imagine, did you saw the same in the background as I did? That one car just going straight into the wall?
I was, yeah.
Or what happened there?
I don't know. I was just following in your words and was a bit confused shortly, but
Yes, I'm also. But nobody dropped at the tower, so yes.
really, it's all clean. Maybe we have still the people to go 25.
Yeah, so
driving,
everything
but-
is fine. Just coming back to that. So basically, guys, the format of this championship is we give you 2 weeks advance a vote on Twitter. We will say which racetrack the next race will be, and you have to choose 3 different classes of cars. And I can tell you, we have for this one the NSUTT, DTM'92, and Route 2 with the VW Scirocco. And in the future, maybe you see the awesome cars for the Group C, GTO, maybe some nice, cool Porsche car. Yeah, and we have a lot of other classes involved in this championship. So if you want to take part, go onto the social media stuff from the RaceRoom Twitter page, from the ADAC SimRacing Expo Twitter, Facebook, Instagram page. We are always present and everywhere present. If you have questions, shoot us a tweet, a post, a comment, a message. And you will see when you follow, we have a lot of coming up, and also for you taking part here in RaceRoom with different awesome cars and track combinations, where we had a great talk and discussion with RaceRoom to find the best solution for racing in RaceRoom online on this stream for you and for everyone. Advertisement is over.
Nicely said, Danny. Only took one more left. But let's keep our heads sticking back into the race, and as we can see, 2 people going too wide at the end. Antonov taking the overtake into turn 1, taking his 5th place, and right now sticking in his nose into the fight for the podium, because there is a 3 people stack fighting for P3. And to be honest, I think Antonov is seeing there the possibility to get back on the podium. And holy shit, these people are not giving, they're not leaving. It's
They don't leave anything on the table.
yes.
They're just going in.
Oh
no! No! Oh, winner for first race! I need to stand up and
Oh,
shout!
it was so good off. It was so good off.
Oh, it was so good of the Antonov! Oh my god! All these V's! All these V's! But yeah.
We have both same surname, so it can happen. But
Calm down. I don't know why you're shouting. It's not Antonov.
Okay.
But
Was
sorry.
former P3. F for him. He was spun out.
F in the chat, please, everybody.
What?
F.
Yeah, F in the chat, please, guys. F in the chat for him. I don't know if it was an oversteer or contact, maybe, but holy shit! And now, yeah, to be honest, I can't wait to see what's happening now, because I think Antonov is getting the attack for the podium.
Yeah, but do you think he can really make it up to the first place in the last 6 minutes? I mean, there are like 4 seconds between him and Hacker. I think Oliver will win this race. Dude, I think I'm totally bought into that.
Also, I think maybe Antonov can gain places up to P2. I don't think if Hacker is making any mistakes that I think, yeah, Oliver, if he's racing it clean, he will have it safe in his pockets. But yeah, he's struggling maybe a bit. And during my talk, he lost 6/10 the pack behind him. So to be honest, 5 minutes to go.
Oh no!
Is
You think he's going to wreck his nerves?
I don't know, but to be honest, I think everything is open and can happen. And to be honest, I'm still blessed by see how the people racing and giving it. But Antonov, he lost some bit of space. Maybe his tire is really bad now, and he has now to defend with the people behind him. Maybe they still feel the blood right now.
Yeah, maybe Kunz is now the big interceptor on such a big, awesome slide out of the corner. Man!
Oi, oi, oi!
What we're seeing here, the tires are crying. They're crying, they want to retire.
They're begging for their lives.
Yes! Please change me.
Just don't do it. Yeah, I mean, we already said it before, and enough times, DTM has a really special way of driving them, and they're not kind to the tires.
No,
They take
no way,
them
no
hard.
guy here is kind to the tires. They're just killing it because they don't
Yeah.
need to pay for them. So, all the fighting happening here in the front at the podium, in the last places of the podium, as to say, or place 2 and 3, we get the impression that people from P4 to P11 are thinking maybe we can have a shout here, and let's take a look. Maybe we can advance to the top 10 and maybe top 5. I think there's still opportunity here. Lots of cars coming back.
To be honest, they're so stick together. With one mistake, everything is open for everyone. We have so much fights which are just 3/10 seconds. So there's a lot of whopping, and to be honest, that's still a very blessing. The second race, first good for the 12 people in front, but they're all sticking together. They're all fighting. Nobody is saying, nah, nothing would happen again. Let's be it this way. No, they're all fighting. We have 3 minutes to go. They're all trying to take the opportunities for still racing, overtaking, and doing everything. That's
Yeah,
awesome, a character of the community.
Yeah, they're totally giving their last t-shirt, like we would say in German.
Their last shirt.
Yeah. And yeah, the guy with the most beautiful name on the grid, Francesco Santaguida, is still running top 10 quite good. Alessandro Ottaviani, I think he didn't get in the rhythm for this race. He's still at 9th place, like Markovic also, which is not too far in the front. But yeah, that's happening. That's the beauty of reverse grid. And we're hearing from the German Twitch chat, Olli's Reifen sind durch. So they're meaning the tires are gone.
Oh,
they're busted.
yes. 1.6 seconds.
Yes,
You're
they're
already-
busted at 2:30
Yes.
to go.
Yeah,
What is going to be here?
I caught it. Yes. I was right. Everything stays open. 2.5. I think 2 or 3 laps to go. Yeah, to be honest, if they maybe realize that Hacker is struggling, they could try to pick up the pace and try to gain. Otherwise, if they're blocking each other with racing, it would be stick this way. So it's still open. I think everything can happen till the last couple of seconds.
Yeah, totally. I think now the last 2 laps will be mayhem. It's good for us, and that's always good when you're a commentator, not the driver.
Definitely.
You're very happy about the mayhem. And greetings going to Ballas Esports. Great guys. We're always in touch on social media with them. That's really cool. They're pushing really great stories and postings out. Great marketing over there.
Ballas Esports is a really good place to be honest.
So let's
also
see it.
showing what they could do. This was a left side left move here, right into turn 2. he is not giving up, to be honest.
Nobody's
wants
giving
race-
up here.
Yeah, he wants P2.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I think Oliver can recover right now at the front because the second and third are really fighting for the last bits, and only 1 minute to go.
But I don't
Only
think
1 minute to go.
I don't think that isn't the opportunity given to try to race pace because
what does this? Oh, Tobias!
Yeah, this car.
Tobias, I didn't said anything, but I think the front told the story before. But don't get frustrated. You can recover. Next race of the community trophy. Go back to the leaderboards and fight for the entry for the next race. And still, what the fuck?
Oh,
I mean, they're both drifting out of the corner. What is
the
that
switchback?
here?
Can't take the switchback, please. Come on. Oh, yes, they're going side by side into the last turn 4, including going to the last lap. This is awesome racing, Danny.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
That's great.
That's the name of the corner. The
Antonov is back.
Dingle corner is really great. Oh, whoa! What is happening there? That was big. Back, but nothing happened. That is so cool racing. Oh no! No, Cody! No, we lost them. No.
Oh my god.
Oh no! I think that was a hit behind.
The
only missing is AMG cars out. No!
We don't accept that.
I would flip my table when my PC wouldn't stand on it.
Yes. Oh, that's sad. These guys, short F for respect for him for his good race, which he sadly got rear-ended into the second, after turn 1. Sadly, we have still the fight about P2 and 3 still fighting. Antonov trying to get to, but Hecke he has 2.5 seconds lead. He is driving the last couple of corners to the finish line, and let's see what's happening right now for the last fight. Let's see what's happening.
Yes, that's. Oh, I need something for my heart. I think.
Not only
No, I'm getting old, and that's too much trouble for me. That's really kicking. The last corner, that's rubbing again. It's a switchback. Who's manning to the? Oh no! They're under 110. 110. For the finish. Who's made it?
No, is it?
In front of
Jano made
so
it.
close, amazing.
Oh my god.
But let's stand up behind the screen and nobody can see you. Come on.
Nice race.
Applause for Oliver Hecke. What a flawless race. Reverse grid, and he took the lead. Never gave it away. And we have 2 different winners this evening, and I'm really exhausted.
I have to try to get some breath
I'm
back.
really happy about these kind of race. And
So, yeah.
Ottaviani with the fastest lap. Still
What?
not
Nice.
finishing in top 5, but
And he
fastest
gained
lap. That's good.
places.
Oh.
And he gained some places. So nice. I mean, we have Hecke P1. Congratulations from RS Gaming racing driver Oliver Hecke. He drove this race nice and clean. He kept it, without the strong tires. With yet Antonov P3, Rufleskov, Balasisport P4, Bene Bankibur on P5, Yannick Kunze on P6. Then we have Francesco Vittel drivers and Ottaviani from 8 on P8.
What is that kind of sound?
I have no idea. I was confused for is this celebration music?
I don't know, but guys, I think that was a great kickoff for the community trophy, and I think I speak for everyone here at the ADAC SimRacing Expo team from Kowana, from RaceRoom, that we are very, very humbled by the appearance of everybody here in the stream, by over the 700 people, 749 people signing up for the leaderboard, and the 32 best drivers here, showing that sim racing is freaking awesome and delivering such a great show. Even when the car are virtual, the race is real, the racing is real, if you want to participate, short advertisement again, but it's crucial for you to know where you get your information. Come to Twitter and Instagram or Facebook. You'll find the information here on the ADAC SimRacing Expo accounts and the RaceRoom accounts, where you can join the RaceRoom Discord also to be really connected to the whole community and to us. You can ask questions. Everybody's very open and happy. And then you get the next races and can vote on the next race. So basically, we give you a racing track and you can vote on 3 different car classes to race on that circuit. So then we maybe see other cars in the DTM, because I already know which car classes will be voted. And then you have the chance to get back into the leaderboards and to prove that you can go into the community trophy leaderboard and into the race. And I can say for now, we are not 100% committed on the prizes right now, but there will be prizes for the community trophy, because we initially planned to do only 16 drivers in the grid, and now we pumped it up to 32 because of you making such a great show and such an effort. So this should be also rewarded with prizes. I really thank Antonov and Höke for the race and for the awesome race of everybody doing here this evening. Next time around, we have interviews after the race. We wanted to see how it's unfolding. Is everybody happy with that? And that's now the next stage. You get interviews after the race. And Vincent, I think you have something to say. I'm talking too much, and probably tomorrow I lost my voice. So
I think we both will lose our voice tomorrow, maybe. But yeah, I can also say thank you. This participation from all of you guys was really awesome. We're really blessed to see that many people this awesome performance today. The stuck up from the community itself, how activity you are, the activities themselves. And thank you for that. We hope that we will see you on the couple of races which are coming the month. We will see you there on the stream, talking with you together, and make racing a good place. So thank you guys for tuning in today, and we'll see you next time.
So I will have the last words then. Sorry.
Yes.
Thank you for being here again. Check out the social media stuff so we can be in touch. The next race will be announced soon. And I know that sometimes you need to drink to cool off, but I need water to cool off. See you guys. I think it was an amazing race. I need to get out of the shower. That was awesome. I'm totally done, and bye.